And here we are, the biggest and best duel of Season 1. Yu-Gi-Oh! Unleashed Episode 10. Fusion versus Xyz. I really hope this is the duel I think it is, otherwise I'm going to look like a massive moron. You know, more so than usual.
In today's epic round, it's David Talk versus Topia.
Yep, this is exactly what I think it is. The Bastion was just like freaking, I don't know.
Excuse me, Mr.
I don't even know who could be this random schmuck versus another schmuck.
Mind your own business, Xyzian. No, look, please. I just want to talk to you about something for about 5 seconds.
One,
Good
two.
reason. You have 5 seconds. Well, you see. Okay, time's up.
That wasn't 5 seconds. That was like 2. Ooh, jeez.
Are you all right? Yeah. Thanks. Don't worry about it. Sorry. My name's Ace. I'm a friend of Topia's. Topia? You mean the guy with the mask?
No, Topia's in the guy with the shirt. What do you think?
Social around others from other dimensions. He's only really that friendly around others from the Xyz dimension. Like me. Xyz? Oh. Well, sorry about what happened to your dimension. Don't worry about it. There's no point in life if you're not going to move on.
Yes, but some people can't move on, sadly.
He's not really the polite type, I'll say that.
Clearly.
Well, since he's facing Topia in the next round, I figured since he was from Fusion, he could try and convince him that Fusions weren't all that bad.
That didn't work out.
Considering his attitude, that was probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
Topia's one of those who never really forgave Fusion for everything they did. Though, I can't see why after what they did to him during the war. What did happen to him? Well, you see...
It was a while back during the war. We were already in a tight spot after the Fusion Dimension invaded one of our homes. Topia and I's parents knew each other before the war, but when Fusion invaded, Topia's parents were murdered in front of him in cold blood.
Jeez.
I managed to get away, but Topia, along with other kids, were captured by a Fusion soldier. Topia was then taken to a concentration camp for Xyzians in the Fusion Dimension. Not only was he tortured, but in battle he was used as bait to lure other Xyzians to be captured or even killed.
He's treated worse than Sonic and Sonic Forces.
One time he even denied orders, and that cost him his hand.
Ooh.
After the war, me, Topia, and other kids who lost their families were transported to the Heartland Dojo where we were taken care of. But Topia still hasn't forgotten everything that happened to him.
Imagine not.
Horrible.
Dojo is a safe place for Xyzians, though.
Since then,
That checks
Topia
out.
has hated Fusions and has never been able to forgive them.
How could you after all
They
that?
put him through hell and back, and I don't know anymore. I just tried to convince him to forget about the past and move on, but
Yeah, just move on from
any of it.
the torture, your arm being cut off, your parents being murdered right in front of you. You can't just move on from
In this
that.
tournament, I'll try to make him see. Wait, really? Yeah.
There are people in the world who can't move on from being called a mean name on the social media. Dude, Trevor, yeah.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Oh, thank you. You don't know how thankful I am for coming across you. Don't mention it. Interesting.
He's gonna make everything worse.
I wonder.
All right,
He's just gonna drop a frag grenade into this whole thing.
In this corner, we've got the fusionist, David Talk. And in this corner, we've got the Xyzian, Topia.
Useless place. So you're the unfortunate
Heartland
one I
City's
have to
remains.
crush today. Well, let's get the warning speeches out of the way. So, surrender now, or you won't. Save the speech. A fusionist such as yourself
Or
does
just
not
generic
deserve
stock
any
wasteland.
mercy, let alone the right to give me any mercy. Oh, you're that type. Very well then. Get your game on.
Really is a
will
fusion.
make the first move. Draw 5 cards. I'll start by playing the spell card Clock Tuning, by sending 1 Clockwork monster from my hand or deck to the grave. I draw 2 cards.
Every time I see that thing, it's going to
Then
search a tuner
I will
monster,
summon
but I know they don't
Clockwork
have
Turtle and play
synchros
the spell
yet.
card Machine Duplication to dupe it from 1 to
Maybe one
3.
day.
Then I'll play the spell card Polymerization to fuse 2 of them together. I fusion summon. Come forth, Clockwork Cannon.
Ah, you did. Oh, there you are.
Clockwork Cannon's ability, which allows it to gain some power.
I imagine like the Rush series did it was. Imagine someone activates Polymerization to summon a monster, and the monster just doesn't show up. Mostly the Rush series because they would do something that wacky for a joke.
Fusion material. Now I will play Clockwork Polymer. This spell card lets me special summon another Clockwork monster from my deck. Come forth, Clockwork Gadget. And with its ability, I'm allowed to add another Clockwork monster to my hand. And I can also use Clockwork Polymer to fuse Gadget with the Clockwork Turtle.
Very handy card. Search and fusion.
I fusion
Gemini's got something like that with their.
Come forth, Clockwork Fortress.
Yeah.
Clockwork Turtle lets me draw 1 card, and I set 1 card face down. It's your turn, Exesian. It's my turn. Draw. I'll start by activating this monster effect. By negating the effect of your Clockwork Cannon, I am allowed to special summon from my hand Cryo of the Magic Hunters.
Okay, negate and summon.
Negated.
Boy gets them like that
Next,
much
I
later.
normal summon Pyro of the Magic Hunters from my hand. And I'll activate Pyro's special ability. I can increase or decrease the level of 1 Magic Hunter monster I control. I'll use Pyro's effect to decrease its own level by 1.
Going for
Wait,
3.
You're not going for One for All Dragon? Not quite. Now with these 2 monsters,
You're not
I
worth
build
it.
the Overlay Network. I exceed summon rank 3, Blossom of the Magic Hunters.
Okay.
Why bother with that monster? It's mostly not as strong as mine.
Mostly.
Not quite. I activate from my hand the equip spell M Hunter Wand. With this equip spell, Blossom gains 1,000 attack points. Oh, that's why. Well, I'll activate Clockwork Fortress's special ability. By changing this monster's battle position, I can negate your spell card. I'll counter with Blossom's effect. By discarding 1 overlay unit, this monster can negate any card effect that would negate or destroy. Then, it banishes the card that does
Dang!
So now your Clockwork Fortress is
It only negates with banishes. I want one of those cards.
No! How
Deal with
dare
Ash
you
Blossom
get rid
so
of
many
my
times.
Clockwork Fortress? Now, Blossom, go! Attack Clockwork Cannon! Wrong! I activate my trap card, Clockwork Connection! With this trap, I can tribute my Clockwork Cannon and draw 2 cards. But since Cannon's a fusion monster, I'm allowed to draw 3 instead.
But now you're taking a direct
What does
attack.
that matter? You're taking a direct attack. So I can now activate the effect of
Clockwork Turtle in the graveyard,
Since I have
negating
no
the attack.
monsters when you
Letting him
conduct
draw
an
a
attack,
card.
I can summon it from my graveyard and end your battle phase.
Oh, no, he doesn't draw a card. He just summons
I
himself.
can't
My
believe
mistake.
that first turn was so easy to counter. You know, it's no wonder Draco said that you have no idea what's coming in this tournament. You know about that? How?
I was listening in.
I've been listening in. I do have a remarkably good ear after all. Why, you little... How dare you accuse me? I will break you! Now, during my second main phase, I can activate the effect of M Hunter 1.
And summon
By
David's
destroying
true
it,
form.
If it's equipped to a Magic Hunter Xyz monster, I can draw 2 cards. I'll place 1 face down and end my turn.
It's a better Wonder Wand.
Draw!
One-shot wand.
Now, from my hand, I will activate the spell card Double Summon.
Listen, it's one of the
Now
few
I can
good
normal
songs from
summon
Sonic
twice this turn.
4.
And I play the spell card Fusion Recovery on top of that,
Ooh.
letting me add my Clockwork Gadget and Polymerization to my hand. Now I summon Clockwork Gadget and use its effect to search out another Clockwork monster. And now I will play the spell card Polymerization to fuse Gadget and Turtle together. I Fusion Summon, come forth, Clockwork Catapult. And now I will summon Clockwork Knight.
Over there.
Activate Clockwork Knight's effect. I draw one card, and if it's a Clockwork monster, I can perform a Fusion Summon.
It's a bee. Dang it.
The monster I drew was indeed my Clockwork Butterfly. So now I can use it and Knight in order to Fusion Summon. I Fusion Summon, come forth, Clockwork Prince.
Oh,
And
great.
thanks to Butterfly,
I'm gonna take you down the same way I did that worthy adversary, Jones Turner.
And
That was
now
sarcasm.
I will activate the effect of my Clockwork Catapult. You see, this monster can attack you directly. But since both fusion materials were Clockwork monsters, I am allowed to attack twice. Clockwork Catapult, attack!
Nice, we got one. Ooh.
And now, attack again!
That's not the one that has its materials if it's used for fusion summons. We got synchro monsters that have most effective they're used with synchro materials, so now we got fusion with fusion materials.
And now that only leaves my Clockwork Prince to finish you
Synchro
off,
monsters, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean.
Go, Clockwork Prince! Now
Credits.
behold, I am your cure. Blossom of the Magic Hunters cannot be destroyed by battle.
Yeah, we
But
noticed.
you still take damage. Wrong. I activate my trap defense draw. I take no damage, and I get to draw one
Why
card.
did you wait? Were you waiting for the biggest
Damn it!
hit?
Don't you see? Your fate is to be destroyed. Why don't you Exesians just accept that? Lie down and die!
And the most infamous David Talk moment is a quote from Zavok from Sonic Lost World. The most underrated Sonic game.
Even though this is meant to be a hologram,
It really
this is
shows
what the
off
very
David's
Exes
true
dimension
form.
looked like.
And how he really feels towards Exesians.
Fine, I set 2 cards and end my turn.
He gets mildly ticked off and decides that you all deserve to die.
Draw. I activate the spell card Rank Up Magic Terra Firma. Rank Up Magic?
Terra Firma.
That's right. And with this spell card, I can
Summons
take my
elemental
Blossom
hero
of
Terra
Magic
Firma.
Hunters and
Firma,
rank it up
yeah.
by 1 rank. So long as the Exes monster it becomes is 1 rank higher and is the same type, but a different attribute. Now go! Rank up Exes Evolution! Come forth! Rank 4 Voltic of the Magic Hunters!
Nice hat.
You go from a worse monster to a not as bad monster. What is he gonna do? This is where you're wrong. I activate Voltic's special...
You've been wrong this entire time. What are you talking
by
about?
using up 1 overlay unit until the end of my next turn. This monster can decrease the attack points of all of your monsters by 1,000. What? Oh no!
Dang handy ability, am I right?
Voltic gains 500 attack for every monster you control.
Ooh.
Also, you can't activate spell or trap cards during the battle phase.
Jeez, this thing is useful.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Must be luck to rank
For
up,
as
so take a
long
lot
as
of
Clockwork
material
Prince
to
is on the
summon.
field, Clockwork Catapult cannot be attacked. Voltic.
Alright, I'll attack the prince. That's fine
Clockwork
with me.
Prince. See what I mean? That is where you're wrong.
A bit more damage, though.
Fusionist. Because now I can activate Voltic's other effect. This monster can attack all monsters you control. Oh no. Attack Clockwork Catapult! Voltic charge! Ugh! So, you've still got a
Oop.
few more life points.
Left in and out, take back. And I can't say I've never done that.
Lets me take only half the damage when it's destroyed by battle. I see. I'll set 1 card face down, and that will end my turn.
Catapult has the damage, but they will be attacked in the opposite order, so, oops.
I activate the trap card, Clockwork Rebirth. With this trap card, I'm allowed to bring back 2 clockwork monsters
He
from
kind of
my
was supposed to be
graveyard
attacked first,
or
like he was a
2
running
clockwork
captain
monsters
situation,
from
then
my
attack
hand.
gadget.
So long as I negate their effects. But that's fine by me. So I'll bring Clockwork Knight and Clockwork Gadget back from my graveyard. Then I will special summon Clockwork Wyvern from my hand.
Now I
since
join my
have 2
Xyz
clockwork
Wait, no, I don't
monsters,
get that for
and
a
I can
long
use
time
its
later.
effect to
Never
add
mind.
a fusion spell to my hand so long as that fusion spell enlists a machine monster. And the spell I add is Power Bond.
Ugh.
I activate Power Bond's effect and fuse all 3 of my monsters. I fusion summon level 8 Clockwork Dragon!
His ace monster.
Thanks to Power Bond, Clockwork Dragon's attack points are doubled. Now,
And he can activate
what's
trap
left to
cards
do
from his
is
hand
attack.
at the cost of
Go,
500 life
Clockwork!
points.
Not so fast. I activate my trap card, Mirror Force.
Not
With
so
this trap card,
fast.
your monster's destroyed.
It's not gonna be that easy.
Nice try. I activate Clockwork Dragon's ability by paying 500 of my life points. I can use its effect to activate a trap card from my hand. And the trap I'm playing is Clockwork Leap Back. With this trap card, I can negate your trap and gain 1,000 life points.
Handy little ability, ain't it?
No. Finally, you will see
No,
the truth.
I didn't know the Xyz dimension was located in
I am
Hungary.
superior amongst all other duelists.
Then again, he activated
There's
Mirror
a
Force.
good
Does that
reason
affect
why
work?
I am the top duelist of Phoenix University, and now you're about to see why. This duel is over. Now go, Clockwork Dragon! Attack and destroy his monster! Quantum Mayhem!
That could be the end of him. Is this the end of Topia? We still have part 2, so we'll find out soon. For now, we have the question of the day. Ooh, spooky. Do you think GX Season 4 should have been dubbed? Here's the thing. Yes, I would have liked to see the ending dubbed, but let's go with how 4Kids does dubbing. It wasn't gonna be as good as the sub. That's just a fact. I have no idea how the hell they would have tackled Darkness himself, the skeletal being. Like, in a 4Kids dub, I have no idea what they're gonna do. Maybe they would have had him all in shadow or something, or make the cloak longer with their Microsoft Paint editing or something like that. I have no idea. And knowing just the GX dub, you know what they would have had? They would have had the Mad Dog scenario, which voice I shall not be repeating because otherwise I'll lose all my viewers. You know what I mean. God, imagine that. I think it would have been cool if it was dubbed, because let's face it, the way the dub did end in GX was kind of bad, but maybe they should have waited one more episode or something, because there was a recap episode afterwards. But then Jane comes back at the end of that one, so maybe it wouldn't have worked. I don't know. Maybe, I feel like that could have been dubbed, just to be like a big celebration of the end of GX, and then we're done. But, you know, we gotta get to 5Ds, and then we can't finish 5Ds because we gotta get to Zexal, and then every other Yu-Gi-Oh! Show after that gets finished, and we'll just leave these 2 floating. Ugh. Zexal gets finished, then GX and 5Ds are left in the dust. Ugh. I mean, Zexal's ending isn't bad, don't get me wrong. Well, it's good when it gets to Nash and Astro versus Yuma. And then the actual ending of Zexal happens is like, why are you the only one to get the girl? That's not fair. Oy. Out of all the characters to get the girl at the end, it's Yuma. Even Yusei doesn't get a keys out, though they do. Frick, I'm going off topic. The point is, it would have been neat if it got dubbed, but maybe it's for the best it didn't, you know? Wish in one hand, do something in the other. But regardless, this has been really showing off David's true side and how he really feels as a person. He thinks all are above him and none are all are beneath him and none are above him. I did that completely backward. But now that Xyz is fighting back against him and he can't handle it. He just got this. I thought that whole breakdown thing happened like part 2 towards the end when when Topia just refused to stay down, that he would have to snap. But just like, no, Topia stopped him from killing him 2 times, essentially, and he just lie down and die. It's just, that's all it took. He was just told no a little bit and just snapped. He's totally a spoiled brat, you know? He's one of the... He's breaking down like a kid who was told he couldn't get the candy bar at the store. Except at least the kid's 4, so they have a bit of an excuse. It's annoying as hell, but they got an excuse. David Tuck, you're a, I assume, full-grown man, or at least a teenager. Come on, man. Oi. Just to have that train of thought and thinking you're so much better than that happening. Ugh. I wonder what Ace was going to tell David, though. I mean, he was going to be like, hey, be careful with Topia. But he wasn't going to listen to that. If anything, being told not to go full power might have made him some Clockwork Dragon with Power Bond a little faster. I mean, I don't know if he could have done that, but, you know, still, according to his stance. So, yeah. It was good to see Ace, though, ahead of time, and I had no idea what Viper's doing. I thought he was going to, like, go to Toby and be like, here, he said this about you. Do you believe me? It's sort of like how Thomas Diesel spread the rumor about ducks saying things to their engines and caused confusion and delay. But, yeah, it could have sowed chaos. But I guess not. I think he knew that this prejudice was going to sort itself out and cause all the problems he didn't need to step in to cause mayhem between fusions and exesians. He was just going to let that one happen all by himself. So, yeah, probably smarter going long term. But, is Topia dead? We'll find out in part 2, so let's get into that now. And now we'll get to find out if Topia frickin' died. It's in defense mode now. No, wait, no, that's his life points. My bad. Nope. Curry revenge.
How did you?
Or curry venge.
I activated the effect of curry venge in my.
This is probably one of the lesser Kuribo effects. This is just a regular Kuribo with explosion in the background. I know it's trying to go for like action movie cliches, but still.
Well, in that case, I'll activate my own trap. Go, Clockwork, scramble! With this trap card, I'm allowed to reduce the damage to 0 since I control a Clockwork monster. Oh wait, I do!
Yeah.
So we both make it out of this unscathed. Interesting. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Thanks to Power Bond, I win, because you take damage equal to your monster's original attack.
Except not.
It's gonna take more than that to finish me. What? How are you still alive? With the effect of Clockwork Dragon, since it's face up on my field, all
effect damage is halved.
That I would take is cut in half.
Then why did he activate the trap card? Because otherwise the Power Bond backlash would have killed him.
Very well.
He needs the trap card to negate that first damage, so he can survive the second.
All right. Since I control no monsters, I can special summon Speedster of the Magic Hunters.
He's gotta get serious.
And by doing so, I can choose to increase or decrease its level by 1. I'll increase its level from 3 to 4. Then, I'll normal summon Cloak of the Magic Hunters from my hand.
The level manipulation effect really does come in handy with these things moving over the place. It doesn't seem like all of them have it, just specific ones.
Normally, if it
which
has
just
1500 attack
causes
or less,
weirdness.
I can choose to special summon it, but I'm not going to. Because I'm going to keep it in my hand. Because I already have all the monsters I need.
He's going for it.
2 monsters, I build the overlay network.
You wanted one for all? You get one for all.
One for all dragon!
And now Viper gets to see 2 of the dragons he's supposed to be going after going head to head.
What?
Center Dragon style pain.
Never felt this way whilst using one for all before.
I activate
Don't worry, you won't feel it again.
Ability. By using up 1 overlay
I think.
unit, I can give this card 4,000 extra attack points. Then, I can use up a 2nd overlay unit to give it 4,000 more.
He's going for the kill.
I'll activate the quick play spell Mystical Space Typhoon. With it, I can destroy your continuous trap.
Not bad.
Because of its effect, I can't activate cards in response to it. Go, one for
How are you
all.
gonna survive
Detroit.
this?
Neutron destruction! Not so fast. I activate the effect of Clockwork Dragon. I simply pay 500 life points, and a trap is activated from my
It's a
hand.
monster effect,
Go,
not a spell or trap effect, technically.
entry. Now, all of our monsters switch into defense position.
Not bad.
One for All Dragon becomes unaffected by all card effects that turn its abilities activated. True, but Clockwork Dragon isn't affected. That means it switches into defense
Or is affected,
mode,
rather.
safe from your battle damage.
Nice way of saving yourself.
Not bad, but it's only a minor delay for the inevitable. I end my turn with 1 face down card. And you lose this duel now, Exesian.
Oh.
Because thanks to the effects of your one-for-all dragon, you now take damage equal
It's his
to
own
the
version of
attack
Power
you added
Bond.
to it this turn.
No, I don't think I will either.
Wrong. Remember that monster I added earlier with Cloak's effect?
He was saving
That was
it.
my pyro of the magic hunters. And now, I can special summon it from my hand, and reduce all damage I take to 0 from one-for-all's effect. However, one-for-all's attack points do return to normal.
When I dodge Power Bond, it's cool, but when you dodge it, it's cringe and lame.
That's it, Exesian. Give in to your hatred. Show the world what you were really like back then when you invaded Exes. I mean, the entire audience is watching, and now they know the truth about you. Now they know how horrifying you can truly be. But it's never too late to join.
See, I will use David Talk to describe every single fusionist, because they're all the same after all. That was a parody of what he was saying. Do not think I take that as fact.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
You're making a bad name for fusionists.
How could you? How could you dare insult the great David Talk in front of a large audience?
Look out, he's gonna do a Baron's Chaos draw.
Exesian. I'll break you! That's it. Give in to all of your hatred. Let it overcome you. Let it drive you. Let it consume you, just as it has consumed me. Wait until I'm done.
People
with
talk
you.
like this, right?
I'll bathe in your cards as I throw that duel disc of yours down a deep, dark pit of despair. Draw.
I think it's the dragons clashing that are bringing out their true emotions. Because I think even David Talk would be like, I need to dial it back a little bit. This is not good for our type, I guess. I don't know. Then again, it's David Talk, so it's hard to tell. He's not going to come back from this easily. Can I have that card?
Adding is one that will definitely cook up your defeat. Go! Overload Fusion! Overload Fusion?
See, Clockwork Dragon may be his ace, but you haven't seen his true final boss yet.
Clockwork Dragon and another Clockwork monster from my graveyard to perform a Fusion summon. I Fusion summon! Come forth! Clockwork! Paradox Dragon! I activate the effect of Paradox Dragon. With it, I can take one Clockwork monster in my graveyard and equip it to this card. And the card I choose
is Clockwork Dragon. Oh,
so
sorry. Dragon was banished. My bad.
And that's not all.
So he's the dragon being equipped.
Paradox Dragon also gains the effects of its equipped monster. On top of that, Clockwork Dragon gains 500 attack for every Clockwork monster in my graveyard.
That's a lot of power.
Clockwork Cannon also gains 200 attack for every Clockwork monster in my graveyard. That means this card gains 700 attack for every Clockwork monster.
As we all know in Yu-Gi-Oh, giving your monster bigger stats means it's a better monster.
But I think even I can
King of the Skull Serpent's best deck.
That's it. Attack me with everything you've got. Clockwork.
I can't wait to
Paradox
activate my magic
Dragon.
cylinder.
Attack and destroy one for all dragon. Quantum destruction.
It's not over that simply.
What? Impossible.
Pyro?
Of course, I figured you'd try a move like that, which is why
Overwhelming
I have
power
this.
instead of an actual strategy.
Stud Magic Hunter trap card. I can special summon one Magic Hunter monster from my deck to take my monster's place, thus redirecting your attack to the monster I
So
special
one for all
summoned.
survived.
I choose Mirror of the Magic Hunters to take the hit for my one for all dragon. Well, thanks to Clockwork Cannon's effect, which is now Paradox Dragon's effect, you take damage equal to that monster's attack.
Oh no,
Small
100
damage,
damage.
especially since your monster doesn't really have that many attack points.
That was a smart move by Toby because knowing me, I was some of the strongest monster in my deck to take the blow and then would have lost.
This duel
Hey, if I can show from the deck, why not go all or nothing?
It's my turn. The turn I plan to finish this. Draw. I activate the effect of Dud Hunter from my graveyard. By banishing this card from my graveyard, I'm allowed to add 1 rank up magic to my hand. And that will be this card. Come forth! Rank up magic! The Silver Sword! With this spell card, I can take One for All and rank it up by 1
David
rank.
showed off his true boss monster. Now it's Topia's turn.
Now let's go! Rank up Xyz Evolution! Come forth! One for All plus Dragon! He's not a strong
Or maybe not.
monster.
This
Now
one
I
was
have
all
to
for
make
one.
plus Dragon's special
Oh,
ability
alternative
by
form.
using
The
up
Utopia
1
Ray.
overlay unit. This card
And
gains
Utopia Ray
attack
had such
equal to the
badass
strongest
artwork
monster on your field.
and cool animation.
What? No, you can't!
I just did.
Lucky for you, it's only a once per turn effect, but since One for All Dragon already has enough attack points, I think this duel's well on its way to be over. What? No! No! No, you can't do this. You can't! You can't! No, this is impossible! This is impossible! Impossible!
The impossible is just the probable yet to happen yet.
Detroit Meteor plus Ultra!
Absolutely incredible. David Talk himself has been
An excellent win to the duel. And congratulations on the great ending.
Well, the top duelist anymore.
And thus ends the best duel of season 1. We still got a few more episodes to go, and some good duelists, of course. But I feel like we climaxed here.
It's like I was a completely different person.
I think you both let out your true natures.
Wait. You dare insult me?
By beating you?
Over, Xyzian. I agree. Because this is only the beginning.
Actually, we're about 10 episodes in.
No. This.
We are in season 1, though, so but that's a logic you count.
Oh.
Unfortunately, after that whole explosion on public television, your life may be over, effectively.
Congratulations
Not literally,
to
of course,
Tokyo
but
for an
effectively.
automatic Win. Well,
And now the sewers of hatred between Xyzians and Fusionists are bred again.
Oh, right. Well, I guess we'll be moving on to the next round of the tournament then?
Yeah, good luck with that.
A little bit exclusive, don't you think, sir?
Sorry, I hate this channel. Static channel.
Now, Viper. It's the best we can do until we can move to our new base.
I see.
Now,
Sir, when are you gonna pay the electric bill so I can see in color?
your
When they reveal my true
package has
face.
been delivered. May I present to you our new general? I've enlisted him as Blaze.
Hi, Blaze.
Why, it's an honor. The honor's all yours.
Now, Viper.
Now be careful, because Blaze is a very important character that will come up a long way later in the actual series.
Why?
Not!
To ask for a proposition. Would you happen to have any decks focused on fusion summoning?
As a
Oh,
matter of fact,
he's trying
I
to trigger
have actually
Topia more.
completed a few.
Give it to me.
One good reason.
My opponent in the next round, aka this round, so happens to be up against Ace. A person who so happens to be the friend of Topia. Once he sees one of his beloved friends destroyed and broken by a user of fusion monsters, then, and only then, will he truly break.
And why would we bother breaking only one person?
Think about it, sir. He'd be too busy occupied attacking anything that moves than deal with our cause. So whilst
Not to
everyone
mention
is too
sow
busy
the
trying
seeds
to
of
calm
hatred
him down,
between Xyz and Fusions
we
and
can
distract
go
them
for
from
our original
us.
plan, and we can go for the throat.
I see.
We can
And
sneak
while
into the
Xyz
background
and
once
Fusion
again.
are too busy trying to destroy each other, and everyone else is trying to calm them down.
we will be going for our true cause. A distraction, if you will.
See, this is why prejudice between someone on the basis of who they are is complete bullcrap. It's
Interesting.
all distraction.
I like your idea, Viper.
It says in a
Very
TikTok
well,
unfortunately
then. I
said
will give you
it's not
one
left
of
versus
my
right,
decks,
it's up versus down.
but do not lose with it.
Or George Carlin quotes.
Any more requests?
They want
you
us to keep
require?
fighting amongst each other so that they can keep going to the bank.
I do want some new info to be added to my description. I wanted to say I was from the fusion dimension.
Ooh.
To really get this Topia out in a ruckus.
Yeah.
That will be remarkably difficult, but possible.
But can be done.
Very well then, Viper. Now, back to business. As for orders,
As for your pay
Blaze,
raise,
you are required to prepare for your next round. Your host has already completed the first 2 rounds. You just
so
need
you
to prepare
hijacked
for the
someone who
third
was
one coming
already in
tomorrow.
the event. God dang.
As you wish.
Oh, that's an intelligent way of skipping ahead in the tournaments. It's a good writing reason. Why are you suddenly in the wait a minute, in the semifinals?
you, Viper,
Because as we
Prepare
stole
for
a guy
your
who did.
next
Okay.
round, and do not lose.
It's better than Team New World in 5Ds. We rewrote reality, so now we're in the finals. How did you rewrite reality? Shut up. Time travel.
I will not fail.
He would proceed to fail him. Spoiler warning. Question of the day. What is your favorite archetype used in this series so far? Clockwork. Easily Clockwork. Like, I'm not going to count future series because, that's cheating. But I feel Clockwork is... It's Ancient Gears, but better. It's like the friggin' Samato thing. We're just like, Ancient Gears are bad. Yeah, but Clockworks are good. Ancient Gears aren't actually bad, but I prefer this sort of design mentality than the Clockworks. Than Ancient Gears were just like, here's a bunch of giant beasts you can't summon. What do I do with these? Brick. And then hope. I mean, Ancient Gears are cool, but I just like Clockworks better. Now, there's nothing to say wrong about Pockets or Green Eyes or any of the other stuff, but I just like Clockworks better. So, yeah, there you go. Favorite archetype. There's a reason that in Dueling Network or Dueling Book, there's 2 Clockwork archetypes, because I like them so much I made my own fan version of them, and they're pretty crap, I gotta say, at least artwork-wise, but, I was trying to do a 1-to-1 because they weren't in the actual Dueling Book yet. I'll probably take them out at some point just because of how bad they are. We have the official things now, but, cross the bridge when we get to it. Someday. Wow, David really showed his true colors and how he really feels. I like to think the dragons clashing cause an extra bit of animosity, reveal their true forms and how they really are as people. But this is just gonna pump up the animosity toward each other to an extreme degree. David Tucker's like the worst person you could fight to see what fusions are really like, because as Byte said, like, not all fusions were war veterans and stuff like that, or like cause hatred or despair amongst these. Most were just trying to live their life. And that's true to most wars. It's like not all of the side were evil. It's just that the worst of the worst are put on full display, and people that were just living their lives aren't, categorized because well, that's not interesting. We can't make a history course about that. We just explain to you World War II every 5 minutes because apparently there are no other wars in human history. Ugh. Seriously, every history class I had went into World War II at some point. It's like, is this the only war you guys have? There aren't any other wars from, like, any other cultures or something like that? No. We need to know about how bad Germany was again. It's boring after a while, Oy. But, not to mention, fusions look really, really bad after what David Tuck said, but let's not act like Topia was a star-studded angel and came out perfect at the end of this. He said some nasty stuff too, but Topia's a bit more sympathetic and given all the crap he went through. I like how this was like, you must calm down, Topia, and relax. We must move on. It's like, yeah, moving on is important, but the dude got his arm cut off, went into torture, and had his family blown up in front of him with his entire dimension destroyed. Dude has a right to be angry is what I'm saying. He just needs, like, we need to teach him to move on. Good luck with that. This man, I don't think this guy needs a therapist. I think he needs an army of therapists. Wait, no, that would remind him of Obelisk Force. We need something. But yeah, someone needs to talk to this man and try to calm him down. It's not going to be easy, but it can be done. He's going to find penance in the end, but it's not going to be for a while. And now you're introduced to the new admin Blaze, who will come a long way in this series. I think he's in the next episode, and then we're done. Or maybe the episode after, or something like that. But either way, he's a high-ranking thing. I did like how we explained how we got into the semifinals or whatever the stage we're at. We're just like, oh, I took over a guy that, that was already in the quarterfinals. Okay, hey, I gave an explanation. I like that. It was a well-written way of doing it. And, yeah. I'm just surprised by how much it shows. Maybe the Dragon's Classroom do show off in truth, so they have to. Shadows is not really touched on again past this season, I think. I might be wrong about that. But, yeah, it's really showing off the true animosity for each other. And David Tuck is a despicable human being. It's not the snobbery they think he's better. He truly believes that it feels like everyone beneath him deserves to burn. True vile evil nature. But anyway, yeah, that was Fusion vs. Xyz in episode 10 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Unleashed. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time. Later.